guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to be doing is a makeup tutorial, and I know I've been pumping these makeup tutorials out like nobody's business, but I just have the most fun filming them. And also I got a new backdrop. I thought I would jump on trend with everybody and their glitter backdrop. So let me know if you guys like this like setup. If you do, definitely give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. The button is somewhere down there. And also I got my new Jeffree Star liquid lips that came in the mail today, and I ordered Celebrity Skin, which is what is on my lips right now, and I can already tell you guys that this is going to be one of my favorite nudes. You guys know that I'm really picky about my liquid lipstick formulas. I feel like they have to feel just right on my lips, and this one does not feel drying at all. There's like I can't really tell it's even on, which is like so good. And I also ordered Abused, which is like a navy blue, which is super different for me, but I thought like I always do nude lips and I always do like staple colors, like why not get something like a little bit out of the ordinary and crazy so I can like kind of like step out of my comfort zone a little bit. You guys feel me? Another thing, my hair is actually down, and you guys have not seen my hair down in so long because every time I'm filming I'm like so lazy and my hair is just like on top of my head. And that is that. Before I ramble on too much longer, if you guys do want to see how to achieve this makeup look, then just keep on watching. Back to my channel. So I know that it's been a week since I've made a video, but I've been fighting the sinus infection and we're just trying to live through, you know? So we're taking this neutral shade from the Morphe 35O palette. I feel like I've been reaching for this palette more and more lately. I absolutely love it. I feel like all the colors in there are beautiful. There's just like an array of warm tones, cool tones, and all of that. So you guys know the drill. We're just taking this neutral shade as a transition color in the crease with a 224 from MAC. And then we're going to take this cool toned brown. I didn't want this look to be super warm. I feel like I do a lot of them here on my channel, and I was kind of getting a little bit sick of it, and it's a little bit repetitive. So I thought I would change it up a little bit. And I'm using a 217, and I'm applying this directly in the crease. So I'm using this for a little bit of depth. I wanted to keep the eyes super natural today because I wanted the focus to really be the glowy skin. You can use this as a holiday look. You can use this as an everyday look. You can use this as a night out look. Whatever you guys are most comfortable with. I would say for me, this is more of like an everyday, maybe glowy holiday glam look. So that's what we're going to call it. And now I'm going to be taking just a little bit of a warm cranberry shade. It's not really cranberry, it's just like a warmer reddish brown shade. I just felt like it was a little bit too cool toned, and you guys know I'm always reaching for those warm tones, but I didn't really want this look to be like bam, like orange warms and all of that jazz. So I thought that we'd keep it a little bit more on the neutral side, and we're going to just be taking that 217 and really blending all of these colors seamlessly together. I just want a nice blend from dark to light. So now we're taking this shimmery shade. I know that we used this in my last tutorial, but I absolutely love this shadow from this palette. Like I said, it reminds me a lot of In the Spotlight from Makeup Geek, and this is so much cheaper. It's like $2. I mean, the Makeup Geek foiled shadows are $9, and this is $2. So if I can find the single shadow, I will link it down below for you guys. But if not, I'm pretty sure they sell it all on the website. So now I'm just taking this pencil brush and a little bit of that cool toned brown, and I'm blending where the lid shadow meets the crease, just because it was giving us a little bit of a cut crease action, and that's not the look that I was going for today. But I will film a cut crease tutorial super soon, guys. And now I'm just going to be dampening my brush and applying that shade again. I really wanted it to be like super pigmented, super metallic, and super shimmery. So that's why I wet the brush. It just kind of gives it that metallic look. So now what we're going to be doing is taking their real mascara before we apply false lashes. And the lashes we're using today are House of Lashes Iconic. I have been loving these lashes lately. I just think that they're so big and they're so like full, and I love the way that they open my eyes up, and I feel like they're great for a natural glam look. So now we're going to be taking the Makeupforever Smoothing Primer, and I was keeping this look super glowy, but I really needed to use this primer because I have super big pores in the center of my face, and if I don't apply any primer that fills in my pores, it becomes super noticeable and the look just, I don't like it. So now we're going to be taking the Sephora Tint Infusion Foundation, and I'm going to be mixing this with a little bit of this Lancome Illuminator. So it's a liquid illuminator. I know you guys really can't see what it is, but I'll link it down below. I mixed it with my foundation because I wanted my skin to be super glowy. I feel like I do a lot of matte looks, and I was like really feeling a change. So for all my dry skinned people out there, this is a great trick for you guys. If you guys are super dry and you want to look a little bit more on the natural side, just mix an illuminator in with your foundation and you will literally be glowing and look dewy and just look beautiful. So now we're going to be taking the beauty blender and we're just going to be pressing this and bouncing it all over the face just to blend that in. This is my favorite way to apply foundation. You guys know that. It just kind of soaks up any extra product so you don't have cake face. And I feel like I go real ham with foundation, so I want to make sure that I'm absorbing all that extra product and I don't have it all sitting on my skin, because if you have it sitting on your skin and you apply powder, that's when it starts to cake and looks unflattering. So we're just taking the beauty blender and blending in the foundation, and you guys see how well that illuminator mixed with the foundation, and you see how glowy my skin looks. I absolutely love it. I have oily skin, but sometimes I like that glow life. So now we're going to be taking the Bare Minerals Bare Skin Concealer, and we're going to be applying this underneath my eye. You guys know how this works. I love this concealer. I think that this works so well. I feel like I noticed it creasing a little bit today in this tutorial, but I waited a little bit to set it, and I usually set it immediately after. So I don't know if it's just me or maybe I'm starting to fall out of love with it. I don't know. I love this concealer, but we'll see how it works. So now we're just going to be taking the beauty blender and we're going to be lightly pressing this under our eye. I want to make sure that you look up when you blend so it gets rid of those creases and kind of stretches out the skin underneath your eye so you're getting the smoothest application possible. And we're just evening out the highlight on the rest of my skin, because if you have that stark white under eye, it's going to look very unnatural and unflattering. So now we're just taking that Lancome illuminator, and I just felt like my skin was not glowy enough. So I'm going to be taking just one dot in the beauty blender, and I'm going to be blending it on the high points of my cheek just for a little bit of extra glow. And you guys see that that really just makes my skin just beam with light. It just, every angle you see, I'm glowing. I really love this illuminator. I don't know, I just randomly found it in my drawer. I have tried Benefit Watts Up. I really like that one, and they have some other ones too which are really good, which are so similar to this one. And now we're going to be setting my concealer. And I know that I really wanted to keep this look glowy, and usually you don't set with powder, but because I am so oily, my skin will literally melt off. So I have to set my foundation and my concealer. And you guys notice that this concealer did crease a little, but I did wait a little bit longer than usual to apply my powder. And now we're just going to be dusting a light amount of powder because I still want to stay super, super, super glowy, but I still need to set my foundation. So I'm just lightly dusting this all over my skin just to make sure we're locking my foundation into place. And now on to contouring, and we really are contouring a lot in this tutorial, and I'm using Fawn and Java from the Anastasia Contour Kit. I really love contouring, and I love bronzing my skin. You guys know it just kind of brings some dimension back to my skin. It brings some life back because I am so pale and Casper the Friendly Ghost. Like, I need to bring some bronzer and some contour into my life, or I'm just going to be one dimension and I'm going to look terrible. So now I'm just contouring my cheeks, and I'm really sculpting them out because you just need some sculpting in your life. And then I'm just going to be cutting my contour, which you guys know is my favorite thing to do. I just think that it cleans up any single makeup look. Oh, I'm actually not cutting it. I'm cutting it now. And I'm cutting my contour. You guys know that I do this in every single makeup look. I just think that it is so flattering, and it really helps clean everything up and just make everything look super precise and super blended. So that is what I'm doing here. So if you guys are a little bit sloppy handed like I am with my contour, just go ahead and clean it up with some translucent powder and you'll be good to go. And staying with that light and glowy look, we're going to be applying Warm Soul Blush by MAC, and I'm applying a generous amount to my cheeks, and I'm blending it back and upwards. This is a super peachy blush with a little bit of sheen to it, and I love this. This is the original formula, and they have since changed it. So now we're going to be applying Champagne Pop from Becca Cosmetics and Jaclyn Hill. I really wanted that glow factor to be super intense today, so I'm applying a little bit of highlight over, I mean not even a little bit, a lot of highlight over that liquid illuminator that we applied. So that's just going to kind of set that illuminator and just make it a lot more intense. So I'm taking this highlighter and I'm applying it on the high points of my cheek, the bridge of my nose, and then also above my eyebrow, just to kind of give where the natural light would actually hit me. That's where I'm applying the highlight. So now we're just dusting away the translucent powder underneath our contour, and I'm taking a brush and just blending that so it's not such a harsh line underneath there. And now we're just going to be taking a little bit of that cool toned brown shade that we applied in the crease and just lightly dusting that underneath my eye. I'm not going for anything super smoky. I'm just applying a light amount just to kind of tie the whole eye look together. If I don't apply anything underneath my lash line, I look crazy. So now we're just going to be taking the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara and applying that to our lower lashes. This is my favorite drugstore mascara of all time for my lower lashes. I think that it just plumps my lashes up, makes them super black, super voluminous, but without making them clumpy and stick together and spidery, because that's my one problem that I have with my lower lashes is they're so long, and every time I apply like any mascara, they get super spidery. And I hate that look. I like them more thick and black and fluffy. So now we're going to be applying my Jeffree Star liquid lipstick in Celebrity Skin. So I know you guys saw me in the intro, but I absolutely love this color and I love the formula of these liquid lips. I am very picky on my formula of liquid lips. If it's drying in the slightest, I will not like it at all. This wears so nicely on the lips. I couldn't even tell that I had it on. It's not drying at all, and it's super smooth on the lips. You know how sometimes they kind of fall in between the cracks? This dries super smooth, and I love these. I'm going to be definitely purchasing more because the color range that he has is absolutely stunning. So I'm just outlining my lips, and this doe-foot applicator, I love. It's super easy to use, and it kind of molds to the form of your lip. And also don't forget to apply it to the inner corners because if you don't, it's going to look like you're missing something. So that is all that I have for this tutorial, guys. I hope you enjoyed and I love you guys and I will see you all in my next one. Mwah!